right now. All right, Colton, watching those thunderstorms out across greater Worcester up into southern New Hampshire. Some of these are menacing. Where will they go tonight? We'll have an update.
And Pete, the damage will take you to Shirley, where a microburst knocked down dozens of trees.
At the end of the day, this place it's not a good spot to be. Nobody should be in here.
After a Milford high schooler described deplorable conditions at his ice holding center, we're going to take a closer look at what life is like for the people being held by immigration officials.
And today is National Donut Day, but that's not the reason this man is biking to 93 different Dunkin' locations today. NBC 10 Boston News at 5 starts right now.
All right, we do want to begin with your first alert weather. We want to show you the radar right now. You can see the green there. Severe thunderstorms are moving through Massachusetts and New Hampshire tonight.
And they have already begun causing damage. Look at all these trees that came down in Shirley this morning. This after a microburst blew through the town. While the damage looks intense, fortunately, we're hearing no word of anyone getting hurt. That is the good news. Good evening, everybody. I'm Glenn Jones.
And I'm Priscilla. Casper. Remarkable. Nobody was hurt through all of that damage. We do have a lot to get to in the weather department. But before we get a firsthand look at that storm damage from our Aaron Logan, who's there in the car, we want to get to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Pete Bouchard to tell us where this severe storm is now headed right now.
Watching the storms flaring up near Rutland and back through Leominster. Downpours as well. These are headed up into southern New Hampshire. Nothing severe as yet, but we have...
I'm Glenn Jones. Here are some top stories we're following at 5:30. A man who was detained by ICE in Lynn has now been released. You can see officers pull Alejandro Reyes from a van and force him to the ground. Reyes told our sister station, Telemundo New England, that the agents took him to a cemetery and beat him several times, even though he told them he's a legal resident. We have reached out to ICE for comment, but have not yet received a response. Harvard Medical School is revamping its programs focused on diversity. The school is changing the name of the Office for Diversity, Inclusion, and Community Partnership. It will now be known as the Office for Culture and Community Engagement. This comes as the Trump administration has been forcing universities to abandon DEI programs. 4 cases of botulism on the South Shore are being investigated. The state's health department suggests the cases may be linked to cosmetic injections like Botox. Botulism is a rare but sometimes fatal disease caused by a toxin that attacks the body's nerves. The DPH has yet to share a source for the cases or say if they're related. Now let's get to your first alert weather. It's a stormy Friday. Here's some damage caused by a microburst in Shirley this morning. Dozens of trees taken down by straight line winds. And the storms are not done just yet. In fact, we're in the middle of a strong line of them moving through New England as we speak. First Alert Chief Meteorologist Pete Bouchard is tracking the storms. All right, Pete, so where do people need to be on the lookout at this hour?
Right along Route 2, outer Route 2, in fact, beyond 495. There's a lot of thunderstorm activity beyond Fitchburg and towards Gardner and Orange and Winchendon. Otherwise, our focus is this thunderstorm that is going towards Pelham, New Hampshire, and Windham, too. And look at this, Orange all the way back into Amherst, Greenfield. Wow, what becomes of this line, right? Well, as it heads eastbound, it may weaken. We're seeing that later tonight, though. Not